There is a star in the sky that appears as the largest of all, our Sun. It is neither particularly large nor particularly small, yet its presence is fundamental to life on Earth. For over 4 billion years, the Sun has made life on our planet possible, a fact that has been revered and celebrated by nearly all religions since ancient times. It is the brightest star in the sky, and its light is so intense that it obscures other stars during the day. But the Sun is not just a source of light. Through its radiation, it provides energy and heat to the other celestial bodies in our solar system, enabling the planets to exist and support life. Its great brightness and apparent size do not stem from its physical magnitude but from its proximity to us, at a distance of about 150 million kilometers. Sunlight takes approximately 8 minutes to travel this distance, allowing us to observe changes in real time. If the distance between the Sun and Earth were greater, such as that of the next closest star, Proxima Centauri, our Sun would appear as nothing more than a faint dot in the sky, impossible to see with the naked eye due to light pollution. The journey we take daily on Earth toward the Sun is incredibly short because it is only 8 light minutes away. This proximity allows us to study the Sun in real time, understand its nature, and analyze its phenomena. Despite being a familiar celestial object, the Sun hides an array of mysteries that help us understand both its own physics and the processes occurring within it. Finding the Sun in the sky is relatively simple, especially since its movement is predictable. The Sun moves along an imaginary line called the ecliptic, crossing 13 constellations known as the constellations of the zodiac. These constellations form a celestial belt, and at any given time of the year, some of them are visible above the horizon. The position of the Sun changes with the seasons, but its daily path remains similar. Rising on the southeast horizon, the Sun reaches its highest point in the south and sets in the southwest. In the sky, the Sun does not always appear at the same height above the horizon. On the winter solstice, the Sun is at its lowest point in the sky, resulting in the shortest hours of daylight. Conversely, during the summer solstice, the Sun reaches its highest point, with daylight hours at their peak. These events mark the change of seasons and have been fundamental to the evolution of human cultures, which used them to create calendars and festivals tied to natural cycles. Throughout history, the Sun's great brightness and importance led many ancient religions to base their spirituality and practices around sun worship. In Egypt, for example, the god Ra represented the Sun and was often depicted sailing through the sky on a boat. Ra's figure was highly symbolic, as the Sun represented the source of life and power. In Greece, the god Helios was imagined driving a chariot across the sky, while in Roman mythology, Apollo took on a similar role. Among the Aztecs, the god Tonatiuh embodied the Sun and was worshipped with grand ceremonies. Not only in religion but also in architecture, alignment with the Sun has played a central role. From ancient megalithic structures like Stonehenge to Christian cathedrals, many constructions were oriented according to the Sun's movement. For example, the altar of many churches is oriented toward the east, where the Sun rises, symbolizing light coming into the world and resurrection. The connection between the word Sun and its brightness is evident, as it is the celestial body that illuminates and sustains our lives. The Sun's apparent magnitude is about 26.7, making it 13 billion times brighter than Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky. This extraordinary brightness is not just due to its size but also to its proximity to Earth. Its luminosity serves as a reference standard in astronomy. Its magnitude is considered the unit of measure for the brightness of other stars. The Sun is a G2V spectral type star, currently in a stable phase of its life, known as the main sequence. Its surface, with a temperature of about 6,000 degrees Celsius, is relatively cool compared to hotter stars. However, due to its position and characteristics, the Sun is the only star we can observe in detail, even in high resolution, using telescopes and space probes. In 1609, Galileo Galilei revolutionized our understanding of the sun by observing it through a telescope, discovering sunspots, dark regions on its surface. These spots are linked to the sun's magnetic field intensity. Today, we know that these spots follow an 11-year cycle, increasing and decreasing in number, a pattern first noted by astronomer Heinrich Schwab in the 19th century. Space probes like the Parker Solar Probe and the Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, SOHO, have allowed scientists to observe the sun up close, revealing unprecedented details about its internal structure and magnetic behavior. Thanks to these observations, we know that the sun has a complex magnetic field that generates eruptive phenomena like solar flares and coronal mass ejections, events that impact Earth by causing auroras and disruptions in satellites and communications. However, the sun will not remain a main sequence star forever. In about 5 billion years, after exhausting the hydrogen in its core, it will begin burning helium, evolving into a red giant. This process will expand its size enormously, engulfing the closest planets like Mercury, Venus, and possibly Earth. This phase will last about 1 billion years before the sun expels its outer layers, forming a planetary nebula and leaving behind a white dwarf. While life on Earth cannot survive the death of our sun, the elements expelled could one day contribute to forming new stars and planets, creating new worlds and perhaps new forms of life. In conclusion, the sun is not just our daily reference point. It is the energy source that shaped life on Earth, a model for studying stars, and a symbol in our cultures and religions. Thanks to modern technologies and space missions, we can look beyond its surface and unravel the mysteries of this star that made life possible on this small blue planet within the vast universe surrounding us. Stay tuned to discover more wonders of the universe. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell.